Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 55 of our Supersize Your Business Annual Challenge. Today we're talking about confident delegation, which is critical for us as we grow and build and supersize our business and create a business worth leaving to our kids or inheriting or selling to someone else. And we're going to talk about that as well as the super process, step 2, which is to uncover what the current situation is. So I'll share somebody else's story with respect to that. I asked John and he said I can share his story and his filling out of this process. And I think first we're going to talk about how do we delegate? How confident are you on a scale of 1 to 10 delegating? 10 meaning you just do it automatically. If it's not in your wheelhouse, if it's not your zone of genius, you automatically assign to somebody else and just let it go. And then just debrief and work with them on it as they need more help because you are a resource for them. Or as the project winds up and you just kind of look at it and say, okay, this went really, really well. This we could do a little bit better on, and make sure we're continually giving people feedback that we delegate to and not micromanaging, providing feedback and guidance and coaching, right? Really, if you own a business, 90% of your job, if not more, is coaching. So how do we, if we're under 5 with respect to our ability and we rated ourselves under 5 to delegate, we need to talk about this and we need to uncover what is holding you back from delegating more. Usually it's either a lack of confidence in ourselves or our wanting to hold on to and control everything. Lots of us entrepreneurs and founders and business owners have that as a trait. Hey, I got to do everything myself. I had that for a long, long time until I had a sudden cardiac arrest and I had to massively change how I thought, how I felt, how I did things in order to still be here talking to you today. So the challenge with delegation is that when we don't delegate, it sends a message to other people that we think we're better than them, or that we don't think that they're capable of handling the tasks and the assignments that we delegate to them. Now, if you are trying to build an organization, or you're leading a team, or you're even have a family, this is a really negative way to treat people. It's a negative vibration, a negative energy, a negative, it limits them and it limits you. Because the truth is, we are not the best at everything in the world. I know, shocker, right? But other people can do things better than we do. I love surrounding myself with people that are smarter than me and that can do things that I couldn't do in a million years, or it would take me almost a million years to do it because I don't know how to do it, right? Side that we have to be a jack of all trades and master of none, which doesn't usually work out well for our business. We'll find that we're the bottleneck. Maybe that was my indication to start over. So I don't know what's going on. My internet's flashing in and out. Okay, so you're talking about delegating. Our inability to delegate, again, is a reflection on us, and it doesn't always reflect on us well. So I'm going to encourage you to learn to be comfortable delegating. Pick something that you don't actually physically have to do. There are so many things that I actually personally don't have to do. And the first thing I do is I look at my schedule and my life and the things that are a priority for me. And if it isn't in my zone of genius, if it isn't in my top 3 priorities, it gets delegated automatically. I figure out who can do it at least 80% as well as I could, and then I delegate it to them. Of course, I meet with them, I talk to them, I share expectations, I remind them that I'm a resource and help if they need help with anything to get it done. But I let it go then, and I just trust. And then we do a little debrief after the thing has been done to capture the lessons that we learned, or to find areas that we can improve and do better next time. Why? Because that builds my delegation muscle. If I have a lot of successful delegations in the works, that encourages me to do more delegating. We'll look at John's story in a minute, but what do we want to do for this? I challenge you today, not this week, today, to delegate one task that you've been holding on to for dear life that you actually positively do not need to do. It's not in your zone of genius. It's not in your top 3 priorities for what you need to personally do and accomplish. Find somebody, meet with them today, and delegate it. Share in the comments below done when you've done that, or share in the comments below what you offloaded, what you delegated. I delegated grocery shopping and redundant things like that that used to actually take a lot of my time to automated online shopping now. And I can't drive because I'm legally blind, so I don't even have to go pick it up. I could have it delivered, but they delivered to the wrong house the first couple times I did that. So I'm like, no. So I usually send my daughter or my son-in-law or somebody to go pick up my groceries. And then they deliver them right to my kitchen, and I just put them away. Much time saved. So ask yourself a couple of questions today. What am I holding back on and holding on to for dear life that I really don't need to? And what will be possible when I let that one thing go today? And then feel how that feels. To me, whenever I delegate something, I get excited because I know it's going to get done. It won't be perfect, but guess what? I wasn't going to do it perfect either. I mean, all of you that are perfectionists, bless you, but I never had that gene or that trait. I've never thought that I was perfect or would ever need to be perfect at anything I do. What becomes possible when I trust other people and I let go of things? Ask yourself that today. All right, let's quickly talk about John's story and the you in our super process. We're going to cover this process every month this year. So by the end of the year, it's installed in our subconscious and we've got it at our fingertips whenever we need either a goal getting or a problem solving or an obstacle overcoming process. The you in the process stands for uncover your starting point. Where are you right now? So yesterday we talked about what we want. We were specific about it. John, I'm going to read you John's because I'm going to use him all throughout this process now. He says he wants to lead with confident authority. He wants to make decisive strategic decisions, present to investors without self-doubt, trust my vision, build team confidence through my certainty, position as an industry thought leader. So what's his current situation? What does he uncover today? So what's his starting point? He says he second guesses the strategy and he seeks validation constantly. He's nervous presenting to investors or at conferences or in front of groups as a whole. He defers to experts even when he knows better. He says the team senses uncertainty and hesitates to follow direction sometimes. Obstacles, imposter syndrome as the CEO. He compares himself to more successful founders, and he's afraid of being found out that he doesn't know everything. Do you know everything? Do any of us know everything? Heck no. So let it go. And then his strengths are he's built a successful company already. He's at the $5 million mark. So I think he needs to stop second guessing himself and go ahead and delegate and be certain about his ability to present. All he needs is a little speaker training, and all he needs is a little practice and experience. The team respects him and he has valuable insights. He's obviously smart or he wouldn't have been able to create and found this business in the first place. So where he wants to be and where he is right now, those two form a gap that we're going to fill with the rest of the super process. All right. Any questions? Hit me up and ask. What are we doing today? We're thinking about where we are right now with respect to the area that we are applying the super process to. And we are delegating one thing today, not this week, today. Share in the comments below. If you have any questions, ask. Let's have an awesome day. And I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow. Sorry about the techie glitches.